Alright guys, so check these snake gourds out, right? This is probably 2 or 3 meals for the family. This is not even the one we're growing for the contest, but that is a hearty meal. And then there's another 4 here in my arm. We're just getting started, honestly. We are just getting started, but I absolutely love this. This is why this is one of my top 3 garden plants. When I can get this much food, this tasty, this ready, fun, exciting, delicious, and healthy. So, all right. Alright guys, today I want to do a quick garden update and talk a little bit about saving seeds. So this here, one cool thing, which if you see my post on Steam at Weeko or Whale Shares, you've probably already seen, we're growing a number of gourds this year. These ones are actually a dipper gourd, and the seeds that I got originally came from Pa Mac. I'm not sure if anyone's familiar with Pa Mac, the farmhand's companion, but these seeds originally came from him. So we're growing a good amount of them, and they're here on the fence. If you saw the video about trying to find soft-shell turtle, you'll know that that was kind of a throwback video. And you can kind of tell that because at the time, things like this were bare. Okay, there was nothing here. It looked more like this. And I mentioned that I would let you guys know about it later, but I already let you all know about this project too. So, cool thing here is, wow, some of this wire is getting really tight. I mean, look at this. Look at all those guys growing there. You see that? 1, 2, 3 up there. Okay, 4, 5. A lot of big hangers. Check this out. Whoa, tobacco hornworm. Look at him. Oh man, he's massive. Look, ducks, a massive tomato hornworm. What do you think about it? Wow, that was a big one. Growing tobacco in here too to help warm the animals in the winter. But wow. So we're getting this project started where I'm trying to grow an upper canopy. Oh, cool! I wasn't sure what type of gourds I planted over here. Now I know. Guys, look! I got snake gourds growing inside my duck pen too. That is cool. That's smart. It's a good food to grow here. I'm just looking at some of the squash bugs and things around here. So anyway, that's part of the garden update, is that we are getting some stuff going, and I want to clone probably my chicken pen. I'm going to clone it inside here because I've left the inside of here kind of unfinished at the moment. So I'm going to make it look like it. So if I move the chickens over from there to here, let them take care of all this stuff that I don't really suppress, if you saw my last video. They can peck this all up. I think the ducks are going to go out to the pasture. And then, yeah, we'll just kind of let the chicken one come back for a bit. But this is so cool for me just to think that, you know, all these little guys here, all these gourds are going to grow in an upper canopy. I mean, seriously, stuff running from over there is coming this far now. Oof, look at that. And it's almost hitting the house, you know, the little duck house there. So that's kind of cool. And as time goes on, I'll beef up the system too. We'll make this sturdier. And in fact, I just got some extra wire and I still got some extra bamboo. I'll kind of reinforce some of this because if you look like from here to here, there, it comes straight down to here. I mean, that's pretty heavy. I may just throw another bamboo in between there just because it's doing so good. They're so prolific. So that's exciting. The stuff from my bathroom garden last year, like these dwarf tamarillos. Saw me probably eat one of these in the last video. They are flowering again, probably for the third time. They're doing well, incredibly big and healthy. Also got some striped japonica corn growing in the middle of here, so kind of a variegated leaf for a corn. Really cool. That stuff seems to be doing good, and pests seem to be leaving it alone at the moment, which is always a plus. Here's part of the whole seed harvest thing, saving seeds I was telling you about. This is that second hugel mound on the property. I've been trying to get it planted with some stuff. Ozark nest egg gourd there. There's some peppers in here actually. We'll see how they do. Oh yeah, they're doing pretty good. Those are some mini sweets. These are probably some sun glows. There's a variety of peppers. They're doing really good actually. And this is a really cool bean I got from Baker Creek. I think it's a Fort Portal Jade. Pick a couple of these for you. Oh yeah. So I'm gonna have you check this out for a second. So these guys are some of the ones, like I usually like to do. I like to experiment, get some new stuff, see what I like. I give things a try, but these beans I picked up as a dried bean. And I'll tell you what, green's my favorite color, and these aren't even like fully, I think they'll still get a little greener. But look at that. All right, there's these little seed pods. There's 3 in that one. Probably another 2 or 3 in this one. But these are from Africa. And man, I'll tell you what, like peppers are amazing, beans are amazing, corn is amazing, squash is amazing. There's so many cool plants out there that just have so many different varieties. I'm gonna see if you can. But look at that. That's pretty cool for a dried bean. Nice pretty color there. So I'll take a bunch, and I'll always try to save a handful to grow my next year's supplies, and then as I kind of get things established, sometimes we'll offer them up too. I'm not sure if I'll be offering these up in the future or not, but I think they're going to be one that I do continue to grow. These baby fat achicha cucumbers, this was quite a project to get that all up. It's going to be overlooking the pond once I finish that, but it's not, they're not producing yet, and I'm thinking we are getting some little fruits here, so hopefully soon we'll actually be able to start eating some. Got the seeds from that from American Homestead, if you guys are familiar. Whoa, that is a big assassin bug. These guys are so cool. Look at the size of this razorback. I don't know if you can see it center screen there. That is a big, whoa! So that's an assassin bug. They do a pretty good job taking out some different pest bugs, so I like them around here. Then over here, we finally have our first bitter melon coming in. Isn't it beautiful, guys? Isn't it beautiful? So I got some seeds for bitter melons from Bob Mills Gardens, and they're flowering good. They're all the way up there. It took them a while to get established. There's some more there, more down that way. But they're doing well, getting the first one in. So excited about that. And as time goes on, I got a lot of plans for how to do a bunch of things around here. I'm just going to show you this though. Yeah, I threw in some extra mosaic long beans here. Look at this. Oh man, there they are. Look at those mosaic long beans. So these were actually going to grow for a dried bean this year. We use them a lot like we do the Chinese red noodle beans. Very cool plant, definitely love them. But yeah, we're going to try them for a dried bean this year. And these guys are off to a great start here. And this is one I really want to go to. This is a Thai bottle gourd, this plant here. And I'm hoping that we can get a decent harvest off of that. I've got some other ones growing up in the garden too. But it's one I really wanted to grow last year, and really didn't. And this year, I'm putting forth a little more effort into getting it in, but I didn't get in as early as I wanted, things like that. So a lot of times life turns into a sad story. But as long as you don't give up, there is hope. So let's see what's going on here too. Oh, the Carolina Reapers. Yeah, they're starting to come in. Check these guys out. Yeah, look at that. Hot death. Hot death all over the place. Oh man. Those guys are doing awesome. Of course, the Wall of Malabar, still unable to be tamed. These Sunglow peppers are doing amazing. I haven't grown these since probably about 2015. So I wanted to get some more in while my seeds were still viable. But they are a nice thin-walled pepper, incredible flavor, and then great heat too. They dry very well whole. They're doing good. Pinky pepper with her little Benicodema watermelons is getting a few fruits. So there's one here. There's another one out. Maybe center screen. I don't want to focus. But another one out center screen over there. More late tomatoes I put in. Here is where some more of those mosaic long beans are going. I mean, look at those guys. So compared to the noodle beans, you know, different color, different guys. And the seeds are really cool too. Let's just show that for a second. Yeah, we'll probably offer these guys up. Oops. In our store after we do some germination tests, but they're really kind of cool looking too. They're spotted like that. So kind of a cream and a light red. But a bunch of them coming in. Gonna try them for dried beans just because we're getting so many noodle beans. We don't really need to do these. Here's where we gotta try some snake bean gourds for monster truck, but they just didn't work out. We're gonna try again next year. So now I'm replanting with a couple other guys and letting some other stuff grow up. We'll see. Of course, the snake gourds are doing amazing. I'll probably harvest them before I'm done with this video, just so I can show you guys what I'm eating today. This one, of course. Right. Oh, what? That guy's crazy. And I've got a secret weapon. A secret weapon I'm gonna be pulling out for the snake gourd competition. I was gonna try it with one of these guys, but they're just a little bit too big. So soon, I'll pull out a secret weapon. I've got a ton of them growing here that are doing really good, and therefore I gotta harvest and eat some of these like quick. So that'll be cool. Here's a Desi squash I'm growing for seed. You can see that big old thing there. So hopefully saving my own seed. And the Desi squash was one that 40 days. It was the earliest setting squash that Baker Creek had. Just harvested the noodle beans a little bit ago since I've been back home. And then a really cool thing here is I'm finally finding more winged beans. I had this guy for a while now, that big old winged bean, but I wasn't seeing any others. And I'd come in here and I'd peek and I'd look and I'd try to figure it out, but I wasn't seeing any others. And I'm like, man, they got these beautiful flowers. I'll see butterflies and bees and hummingbirds around here sometimes. But now, look at that. There's two right there. Pretty cool. Another one right back here. So we're gonna do a taste test on those very soon. Oh, another one over here. There you go. All right. And I like this too because if you look, you got another flower coming in, but there's your little winged bean. And these guys are kind of taking over a lot of stuff. They were growing right up on the Bloody Butcher corn to the very top. So I will do a taste test on those very soon. Cook them up. Supposedly this whole plant is good for some stuff. Oh, that's babies, guys. Look at this baby. You know, it's so cute. I mean, that really is cute. So a very attractive, you know, plant too. All those blue flowers are on it. I mean, it kind of looks like a morning glory, only more useful. as far as just a big vining plant with light blue flowers. So that's kind of exciting. There's been a number of wars fought up in this garden lately. Still working on things. The sunflowers are doing great, so definitely liking that. The kids have been appreciating them too. And then these guys are insane. I just had Monster Truck pick me 10 earlier for some pest spray we're working on. But look at that. Do you guys even see? There's just like, look at that. Look at how many ghost peppers. What in the world? Look at that. That's one branch of one plant. That's about, it's over 10. That's like a dozen of them right there in that little section. That is so cool. So that's kind of my garden tour for now, guys. Oh, remember these guys? I almost killed them last winter. Well, I killed the ones I had by putting them out too early, but they're growing. My pitaya, my dragon fruit. So I'll train them up. I'll take care of them this year, and then next year, see if I can't get them to fruit. I'll store them in the bathroom garden through the winter, and we'll see what happens. Nice wall of tomatoes, a number of them. Must have been pretty windy earlier, because I see a couple of things recently have been broken over. But all is well. We're getting some banging harvests. We're eating really good. Getting creative with using snake gourds and stuff too. So pretty exciting. Good stuff for sure. And gonna head to a meal tonight. We're gonna bring some snake gourd, noodle bean, and Malabar probably with some of those nice sweet onions we grew, and see how that works. So I'm gonna harvest some of these snake gourds, check them out quick, and then we'll get a move on. Alright guys, with the trivia from the last video, the correct answers were that I like to suppress things with mulch. I had to redo an area rather than move on to a new area. And I wasn't really depressed, I was only sad. And I wanted to put a window or a glass end on the hugel mound so you could watch what was going on inside it. So if you answer those 4 questions correctly, you're in the running to get a shout out in this video. And the shout out in this video goes to Pam Quick. You're the big winner. Which brings us to the trivia for this video. I showed you a bitter melon I had growing on the duck fence line. Who did I get the seeds from that from? Who did I mention, which YouTube channel did I mention getting the seeds from that from? And then my baby fat achacha cucumbers, same thing. I mentioned another YouTube channel that I got the seeds from to grow the baby fat achacha cucumbers over by my pond. Who did I get those seeds from? And then the last question, we're doing 3 this time, is what type of predatory bug did I find on the trellis system for those baby fat ajaja cucumbers. What type of bug? It wasn't a praying mantis, but it was something, an insect that eats other insects and pests. What was it? If you know the answer to those 3 questions, leave them in the comment section below. I'll be choosing one person who answers all 3 of them correctly to give a shout out to in an upcoming video. Thanks for watching, guys. As always, I'm Papa Pepper, and I'd like to remind you, don't post for free. If you'd like to be part of a revolution in social media, an economic power to the people where users can actually blog for cryptocurrency, then I'd recommend that you check out steemit.com and join the revolution. Papa out.